pa.
Returning to natural disasters today, brace yourselves for a staggering might of Mother Nature. We're about to discover extraordinary natural disasters and events that will reshape our world in unprecedented ways. Are you ready to be astounded? Trust me, you won't want to look away. Life's pleasures can seem to fade in the shadows of these events. Welcome back everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we have an exciting topic to discuss. Top monster natural disasters 2023 caught on camera, scariest storm, flash floods, and landslides. Before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on so you won't ever miss our inspiring videos, like this one. In northern China's Inner Mongolia, the coal mine collapsed. A coal mine collapses, forming a chasm that consumes people. 2 lives are lost and more than 50 souls are captured by the Earth's insatiable appetite. This eerie scene plays out as an earthen mounds descend like a grim ballet, burying both machinery and miners beneath their oppressive mass. And that's when the ground trembles and collapses. In the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh, destruction unleashed. A path of destruction is being carved out within the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh. What were once promising roads are now buried beneath mounds of debris. Bridges that were once unwavering succumb to the unrelentless flow. Portland, Oregon, February of 1996. The mountains roar. The mountains erupt in a deafening roar in February of 1996, rupturing the tranquility and instilling fear in those who bear witness. The line between survival and oblivion is becoming increasingly thin. The incident becomes an indelible mark on history of the United States Pacific Northwest. Prepare for an expedition into the heart of the danger. In Switzerland, the tranquil Swiss village of Gner. A mudslide, a formidable force unleashed by nature's fury, engulfs the peaceful Swiss hamlet of Gner. Entire roads vanish as spectators stand perilously close on the verge of succumbing to nature's wrath. A raged and swollen river bursts its banks, unleashing a tumultuous maelstrom with no mercy. Bolivia's rugged embrace. Mudslide descends. Nature's embrace takes a perilous turn in Bolivia's unforgiving terrain when an unexpected mudslide descends on the unprepared inhabitants. As the mountain's core spews torrents of devastation, the once inviting trails have turned into treacherous snares. The relentless embrace of rain continues unabated for 3 days, culminating in a heart-wrenching symphony of sorrow. Australia's dark tale, torrential downpours. Waterfalls are typically viewed as symbols of tranquil beauty. However, in November of 2020, a viral video from Australia surfaced, shedding light on a more sinister story. Prolonged and heavy rain had swollen the rivers, causing catastrophic flooding and landslides, particularly in South Australia. The single-lane bridge spanning the cascading falls transformed into a perilous passage that only the brave or foolish dared to cross before the floods rendered it completely impassable. In Kanara, a scene of devastation, massive boulders. A heartbreaking scene is unfolding in the tribal region of Kanara, marked by widespread devastation. Massive boulders, once securely anchored to the mountainside, transform into foreboding harbingers of disaster. Travelers, perhaps unaware of the looming danger, tragically succumb to Mother Nature's capricious will. The mountains themselves seem to reverberate with anguished cries of destruction and despair, an eerie testament to the fact that even a whisper from the heavens can trigger a cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Brazil's Mariana Dam, a fateful day. In Brazil, an ominous day dawns as the Mariana Dam, a symbol of humanity's misguided endeavors, collapses under the weight of its own folly. Following this catastrophic event, a staggering 40 million liters of malevolent deluge is unleashed, mingling inexorably with the remaining iron ore remnants to create a toxic blend of unparalleled destruction. Rivers, which were once life's nurturing conduits, are now merciless carriers of death within their raging currents. The once vibrant and teeming wildlife has fallen silent, and the once pure waters of the Dulce River have become tainted, bearing the indelible stain of humanity's profound miscalculation. Meanwhile, the earth itself convulses under the weight of these consequences, causing cataclysmic landslides to cascade amidst Italy's ancient landscapes, emphasizing the cost of our collective failings in the pursuit of unchecked process of the progress. South Korea's endless rain, a land besieged. A grim and harrowing scenario is unfolded in South Korea, a country plagued by unending rain. A dam that once stood as an impenetrable fortress against the surging forces of water is now forced to yield to nature's unrelenting aqueous onslaught. The number of lives lost in the watery siege grows by the day, and the air reverberates with urgent and haunting calls for excavation. South Korea's resilience as the nation to put it to the test in the face of this unyielding deluge, as its people grapple with the formidable challenge posed by the relentless power of water. Japan's battleground, prolonged rains. What was once a picturesque haven in the idyllic realm of B.S. Bami, Japan, has been abruptly transformed into a battlefield of conflict and upheaval. The relentless and prolonged rain of torrential rains sowed the seeds of impending destruction, and when Earth finally unleashed its wrath, the tranquil heart of the neighborhood was mercilessly ripped asunder, shattering lives in the blink of an eye. The very roads that once guided residents' footsteps now bear witness to tumultuous tales of chaos and despair, while rescue teams' valiant efforts race against the unrelenting passage of time. Meanwhile, on another continent, the United States faces the daunting task of addressing the dire situation in Turkey, where an estimated 1.5 million people have been rendered homeless as a result of these catastrophic events, necessitating the construction of approximately 500,000 new homes in order to restore some semblance of stability to those whose lives have been irreversibly upended. Europe's unprecedented disasters, floods and landslides. In the midst of these challenges, Europe is dealing with a different but equally devastating set of disasters, unprecedented floods and landslides. These disasters bear the indelible imprint of climate change, which has infiltrated the continent's very fabric. A recent report reveals the unsettling link between the record-breaking heat waves of 2020 and the subsequent devastation. The presence of a stagnant low-pressure system has trapped moisture-laden air above the European landscape, resulting in an unrelenting deluge of rainfall. The consequences are painfully visible in places like Italy, where torrents of water rush down mountainsides and converge into Lake Co, causing a chain reaction of landslides and floods that wreak havoc on communities. Italy's catastrophe, landslides and floods. Throughout the Italian landscape, torrents of water descend from the mountains, cascading with unstoppable momentum and eventually converging into Lake Co. This dramatic confluence of elements acts as a catalyst for the never-ending series of landslides and floods, wreaking havoc on the communities below. The roads that once connected these towns and villages have become obstructed with impassable, their accessibility severed by the ferocity of nature's wrath. Following this disaster, lives are irreversibly upturned, their foundations shaken by the sheer force of nature, leaving a stark and lasting imprint on the affected individuals and the affected region as a whole. Germany and Belgium, a historic deluge. A massive deluge wreaks havoc in Germany and Belgium, claiming the lives of 70 people as rivers overflow their banks, inundating communities. This disaster is intricately linked to the effects of climate change, and it serves as a grim reminder of the dire consequences of environmental instability. The consequences of this crisis are reverberating across borders into the Netherlands, where more disasters looms ominously on the horizon, with experts predicting an impending wave of destruction and devastation. United States, monumental tornado outbreak. A massive tornado outbreak sweeps across the United States heartland, unleashing its fury on Central, Southern, and Eastern America. This devastating weather event leaves a trail of tears in its wake, exacting a heavy toll in terms of human lives lost and widespread devastation. The destructive power of F3 tornadoes changes the fabric of daily life, turning once safe highways into perilous corridors and transforming entire communities into disaster zones which shatter remnants of ordinary life. Drivers navigating the treacherous roads experience terrifying moments as swirling debris becomes a constant threat to their vehicles and safety. Concurrently, the onset of tornadoes triggers urgent emergency warnings in states such as Arkansas, Tennessee, and Illinois. But these dire alerts arrive too late for many, resulting in a heartbreaking tally of casualties. This tornado outbreak ultimately results in the tragic loss of 26 lives, the injury of 21 others, and a tally of additional indirect fatalities. The economic ramifications are equally staggering, with an estimated financial toll of $54 billion, highlighting the devastating natural disaster's profound and far-reaching impact. Participate in the discussion by leaving your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Stay connected with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more content on pressing global issues. That concludes today's investigation. Even in its most terrifying forms, nature's lessons are truly remarkable. Spreading knowledge is our best defense, so spread it for the sake of our collective strength. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to show your support. Until next time, stay curious and safe.